Oh, I got video playing in the background on my other browser, so I better press pause so you don't hear the double.
Yeah.
You know, like you know, it's even though we know what time it is, but sometimes it seems like you never have enough time. You know what I mean?
Oh God, dude. Yeah. I almost sent you an email, man. It's like I'm gonna be late, dude. I could barely get around. I mean, I'm not sick or anything. I just the last 2 to 3 days since the last time we were on it, something been going on, man. I've been feeling the air pressures in my ear, like it's been hitting like boom, but boom. I've been getting that tinnitus real bad. I don't know if you get tinnitus, but I've been getting it like a motherfucker. It's been wiping me out. Like something going on, man. Something going on. Even I'm in here in the apartment and the flat, and I'm not joking, dude. The flatmates are saying, dude, you're talking like you're coming like. You go, your voice sounds like a fucking trumpet. I go, what? They were telling me to shut up, stop talking loud. I said, I'm not talking loud. I'm talking normal. They're saying you're talking so loud that I'm fucking people's ears up. Go, what are we talking about? I don't know, man. It's been weird. It's been real weird.
Well, we don't have a guest today, but later in the show we're going to be talking about Henry VIII and the turkey leg, and Mike. I'm going to say a few things before we go to Henry VIII, but Mike, if you want to come on for the Henry VIII talk about the turkey leg, the Mandela effect stuff, that's cool. I don't mind. Today's kind of a lighter day. We've been having some heavy days with good guests. So, if Mike, if you want to come on, we talk about Henry VIII, that's fine. More people, more for Henry VIII is because he is an interesting guy. Henry VIII is interesting, not just because of the turkey leg. So and all that. Before that, I'm going to show a 45-second video. It's just 45 seconds. I will be showing that in a second. And there's a reason behind this 45-second video on about this guy about I guess he works for the Seahawks, right? He works on like fixing the brain in a way. Like he's like a doctor. And there's a player that he shows that not a whole lot of people will know. I'll get to you for a second, but you know what I've been doing since Tuesday, Bob?
What have you been doing?
I've been making. Yes, guys, we have become a cooking show. I have been making homemade bread.
You made that homemade, man.
Homemade bread. Look at that. This is actually French bread.
Do you have a bread maker? Is that from a fucking bread maker?
Hey, a bread maker, you have to put in ingredients, right? But hey, I learned a lot.
No, you did not you did not make that in a bread maker.
Yes, I did.
Oh, God damn it.
But I learned a lot using a bread maker, right? Because
you know what a bread maker is? It's the most re-gifted gift on the fucking market. Nobody likes it.
Listen, when you're fucking bored, you're staying at home, right? But hey, you can mess up breads, right? Because my first 2 breads came out like crap. And I'm serious. The first 2 breads I made.
A lot of shit in a bread maker, it'll taste like bread.
Well, no. If you saw my first 2 breads, right, it came out like crap. So I'm like, why is my bread, people? Why is my bread coming out like crap? I'm reading it. So it's like, even though you have flour, it looks white, it looks clean. You can actually have bad flour. I guess you can have old or bad flour, right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's what it is, right? So I went to the store. To buy some bread. I mean, not bread. I'm sorry. Buy some flour. Now, all the flour is out in stores. Now, hey, listen. Toilet paper being out, that I don't understand that. Flour, I can understand flour because you can make a lot of stuff from flour when you don't have a lot of food at home, right? Yeah. Okay. So, but there was in Burien, a town next door to Des Moines, Burien, outside right before Seattle, West Seattle, just Burien. They have a donut shop, a bakery. They actually sell flour there.
Real flour.
Yeah, so I bought a bag of flour, and I attempted to make this bread again with this flour. I didn't change the ingredients, and it actually came out perfect. So I learned that you could actually have bad flour.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're in a pinch, if you're in a psycho pinch, and you got a coffee grinder, right? Well, you could take rice, dry rice, and put it in a coffee grinder, and you could make your own flour. If you could take dried corn kernels, if you had dried corn kernel, and grind it into a coffee grinder and make your own flour. So you can make your own flour if you had to. I'm saying, I mean, when I say make flour, I mean use it for a thickener, like a starch thickener in a pot roast or something like that. I mean, making bread from rice flour is going to taste like rice flour bread. It's going to be fluffy and light, you know. But if you need flour in a pinch for cooking.
Well, I learned a lot, right? I learned that flour can be crap. There's crappy flour.
When I get to your ingredient, real bread.
Now,
real bread.
The next bread I'm going to try to make is sourdough. Now, sourdough takes like 3 to 4 days because you got to get the starter kit. You got to get the yeast and stuff. You got to let it set for a day or two, room temperature. So I am going to never thought of that, Bob. Great idea.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, like if you need flour in a pinch, you got no flour in the house, get your goddamn coffee grinder out, put dry rice in it, and grind away. You'll make a silk powder, a lot of it. You can use it for all your thickening agents. You just need rice flour. Easy. You can make white rice flour pastries or rice cakes, white rice cakes. Right? Where's our local Asian? Where's Mike at? He'll tell you how to. He's probably pissed right now.
Well, no, he's gonna come on a little bit later when we talk about Henry VIII. I couldn't find decaf coffee at any stores here. People must hoarding it, so I went to the drive-thru at Starbucks and bought a bag of decaf coffee there. Huh. All our stores, coffee's been there, but when I was at Costco, I got myself like 3 2-pound bags. Because you could buy a 2-pound bag for $9, 2 pounds, where you go to a freaking store and get like a 0.075 for like $9 to $12. And the coffee that we buy at Costco is good coffee. So what I'm saying is, if you're bored, people, this is the kind of stuff you do when you're bored. Now, actually, I'm going to tell you this. That remember when I told you I took Gabriel to the doctor, right?
Yeah.
And then, I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to show you the bill because I have my information on there, right? Okay, so I get a fucking bill for over $115. Now, I know it's $115. I'm going to tell you why that's fucking bullshit. All right?
You're telling him he doesn't have the virus.
And I'm getting pissed off about all this virus shit and all that. Why I'm getting so fucking pissed at it. Okay, I did the right thing. You're supposed to call the doctor before you go in to explain the symptoms. Explaining them the symptoms, they said, well, he might have the coronavirus, so you need to go to this place in Burien. Now, the place in Burien that they take you to is considered an emergency stop, okay? Now, the difference of emergency and a regular doctor's office visit is money. When you go to the regular doctor, you pay your $15 co-payment, whatever it is. You go see the doctor, and you're out, okay? Now, when they send you to an emergency place, it's like over $100. Right? Now, if they give you a kit, right? If they give you a kit, they have to code the account as COVID-19, the virus. What does that mean? It means that your visit is free. You don't have to pay a dime.
Oh.
And they told me to go here. I didn't want to go here. They said you have to go here. So, okay, so I'm sorry. So I took him there as requested. He got in there and seen, and I told you that after he saw the doctor, they said, well, he doesn't meet the criteria, so he didn't get to take the test. The criteria. He was sick, the symptoms, he had a hurt lung, and this is where you kind of knew his bullshit. But because the motherfucking place did not give him a test, not put COVID-19, I get a full fucking bill as going to emergency room.
Shit.
Okay, that's bullshit. I'm going to fight this son of a bitch because I wanted to take him to the regular doctor where I just paid $15. Now, some guy I talked to, right? This is how fucking stupid people are. And I'm sorry to get a little aggressive here, but I'm getting aggressive. Well, this one guy goes, well, Eric, that's what the stimulus package is for, right? want a stimulus package that was released to the world, not the world, United States on Wednesday. This is what I want to say. Fuck you. Okay. Now, what they want to do is, okay, forget all the bad shit that we're doing. Forget all the lies that we're doing. We're giving you a stimulus package, a money, so you shut your mouth and go away.
Yeah, I'm waiting for mine.
And these people are fucking idiots because it's not about paying the $115. It's about they told me to go here, that I didn't need to go there. I shouldn't have to pay even $100. I don't care about the stimulus package because once you say, well, that's why they give you a stimulus package. That means you bought in. That means it. You know what I mean? It means that, okay, they give you money, so everything is all right. The world is all right. You got your money. Go have fun with it.
I'll tell you what to do. I'll tell you what to do. I'll tell you what I did. For any of those bills, I'm telling you, you know what I did. And it worked. It worked, and then I got all pissed off. Just do what I do. Just grab the bill, go to electronic banking, put your social security number in that fucking spot.
Remember, once you do that, remember that. Once you do that, they shut you off. They cut your number off. So that stuff don't work anymore. If you ever got it,
it's still legal. It's still, they shut you off because they chose to, but it's still legally yours. Now, remember, it is yours legally. They chose to shut you off because they're a private enterprise. They just chose to do it. It's still not illegal, and it's still legal to do. And in fact, if you put your social security number and put the routing at the Federal Reserve and then send it off, and then they say, well, we don't accept it, then you say, well, fuck it, we'll go to court then. Because if you go in front of a judge, well, technically, he acted as his own straw man, and he did pay it. Yeah. I mean, they can't do it. They can't take you to court. They can't sue you because you paid them.
Just like this person says, it's all about the money. This is called hush money. And it is.
Put your social, Eric, in an electronic banking system versus bank account, and then everybody needs to start doing that. And they're going to say no, but say, fuck you, I paid you, and then that's that. And they're going to say they can't take you to court, because if you go to a maritime law court, the judge is saying, well, technically, he paid you. I mean, he just paid you. He paid you. So you are your own money and straw man. You are your own money. You paid them with yours. So that's yours.
I know.
And so the court's going to have to say, well, we got to throw it out. Of course, you can have a Freemason say, well, I'm going to give you a new chance to pay it off. You're like, well, I'll do the same thing. I'll sign my social security number and a corresponding routing for the fucking Federal Reserve that owns my fucking account. And I'll do it again and again and again. Remember, I did it so many times, Eric. Remember, you say that they shut me off. No, they did not. I did it so many times that the electric company stopped billing me. So the last entire year I was in my house because I did that, they stopped billing me because I just kept doing it over and over again. And they finally said, fuck it, he's paying it. They would have accepted the money anyway. They got tired of playing games because they can choose to take it. They could do it. They were just told not to. As part of the game, don't do that. Don't let them slaves do that shit, because if they all start doing that, then
well, and at the end of the visit, no test, no nothing. They told him, just go home and take a couple ibuprofen. Holy shit. I could have given him ibuprofen. $115 for that. Okay. Stupid fucks. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, man. It's just,
if somebody comes to, if you have a headache, a really bad pounding headache, I'll say, you want to give me $150? Give me $150. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you $150. I'm going to grab a bag of all natural, unroasted, raw almonds. I'm going to hand you a bag of raw almonds, because raw almonds have a chemical inside the raw almonds that get rid of headaches fast. So I hand you the. You remember Dad used to give us raw almonds? Dad gave us raw almonds. Yeah. Then I have a pounding fucking headache. Here's a handful of raw almonds. Huh? Ate the raw almonds and the headache was gone. Gone. It's a magical fucking cure. You scratch your head and go, how is that?
Hear this. In the state of Washington.
Yeah.
Okay. They're so worried about the virus inside prisons, right?
Oh God.
Well, easily our wonderful governor, who I fucking hate with every bone of my body. Well, the problem is with the virus in the jail places because there's too many of them. So they're going to release over 1,000 criminals, but these are the people that are going to get off in 8 months or a year. Hold on.
Really?
Whoa. You don't think there's something there? You don't think there's some kind of conspiracy? You're going to release over 1,000 criminals out of jail?
I'm assuming these are no. I'm gonna take a stab here. Now I'm not gonna be judging yet. I'm assuming these are light sentence criminals like marijuana offenders.
Now I was not well. Actually, marijuana. They throw all those cases out, so you can't go to jail for marijuana.
Drug offenders.
You just said there. I just thought of that. So I'd like to see a list of like the people that let out and do some research on some of these people that let out. Now get this. Now New York, right? New York. I was watching the news this week. So the New York governor is talking about he's actually made a comment about everybody who's doing these conspiracies.
Yeah,
he actually was saying about this conspiracy. It was on CNN News. I'm not making this up. He's like, if all these conspiracy people think this is all fake, we just had 600 people just died, just in a day. I am willing to show them some kind of I don't know, some kind of paperwork of these people, of these 600 people who died. So I'm not from New York, but I think anybody in the chat who's from New York City, you should take the governor up on his offer. Yeah. Email him, call him, say, I want to see the list of these 600 people. Because he says he'll give it to all these conspiracy people. He actually said that on air. So if I was you guys who live in New York, take him up on this offer. Ask him, who are these 600 people? I want to see that list. I want to see if I know these people, if I know any one of them. And I know, if you really try to call them, send them an email, they're gonna ignore you, saying that our phones were busy, we have too many emails, we couldn't get back to you.
Well, they're already misdiagnosing people anyway. Because if you have any common sense and know any kind of medical shit, you'll find out that the respirators are what's killing them. The respirators kill you. The respirators kill you because the virus will go into your lungs. They go into your lungs. They cause a fluid to build up in your lungs. And then the fluid themselves start building bacteria. Then the bacteria is what's flooded into your lungs. Now, the bacteria can be treated. What they do is they put a ventilator on you with a lung full of liquid. Now, what they should be doing is treating the bacteria. Now, I'm going to give Brian Stavely, of course, everyone shouts about. Oh, my other thing popped up. He had a doctor on talking about there are ways of treating the bacteria that's in your lungs. That's what you need to treat, which is a certain tonic water and zinc. Also, what people don't understand is the majority, if not 99.9% of the goddamn people out there are vitamin D deficient. They don't have enough vitamin D. Vitamin D does what? It fights your it develops your immune system. It is your immune system. Vitamin D comes from the sun. So that fucking fake ass lampshade, as stupid as it may look, gives you enough, at least a little bit of vitamin D to fight the fucking corona or the coronavirus. The problem is they say lock yourself away and stay out of the sun. So they're saying do not have vitamin D. Stay in your house away from the one thing that develops your fucking immune system, vitamin D. So everybody in the sidebar goes to your doctor and says, I want to have a check and see what my vitamin intake is. They're going to find yourself 99.9% of you're going to have yourself low on vitamin D, which means your immune systems are shot. Then they're going to say, go to your house and lock your door and stay inside, away from the sun. The one place you need to be to get vitamin D besides your produce, you need the sun. You could only get 1 hour a day of walk time in front of that sun. For vitamin D deficiency, you need to be in the sun. You need the radiation from the sun. You need a more dose. You need to be all day in the sun. Vitamin D. Vitamin D. Everyone needs to walk out of their house and stand in front of that fucking sun in a lawn chair in your own property, sit in your property in a lawn chair and go like this in that fucking sun basket. You'll be fine. Yep. Again, treat the fucking symptoms, not the fucking treat the bacteria in your lungs with things that kill the bacteria in your lungs. And vitamin D does that too.
Now, I'll read this. Now, this person's from Washington too. In Washington, my husband is a sergeant at a local jail. He is so pissed off of our government. Yeah, I mean, some of these people wrote that. Look right here. A drug guy was let out here in Florida and then was charged with murder or attempted murder recently. It was on the news last night.
Oh my God!
You know, it's
yeah.
You know, listen. They get fucking free medical care in the goddamn jail place anyway, right? And you know, and they're laying off nurses all over the place. So it's not like they have they keep saying they have a lack. They keep saying they have a lack of nurses, medical people, but they're laying off nurses. So give them their pills, give them their little medicine in jail. They're fine. I don't know. But
I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything anymore. To me, it's a big ass movie. It's a living movie comic book. I've been pissing people off around this area because I say, I don't give a shit. It's a living movie comic book. I can't believe in Michigan that governor is banning the sale of seeds. Seeds? Seeds? Why can't you sell seeds? Who is stopping the sale of seeds?
What? I'm going to show you this 45-second clip, and there's a reason why I'm showing you this. And there's it's about a guy who works for the Seahawks. He works he's like a psychologist, works about the brain, and he shows this one Seahawk player. And I'm gonna explain it why I'm showing this at the end. It's only 45 seconds. I know it's an iPad, but I recorded it on my iPad because I saw it on the TV. I hit pause. So it's not a video that I took from YouTube. It's what I caught live this morning.
Oh, you put on the camera.
So I'm gonna try to zoom in. So like I said, I'll give you the reason. Let me turn this up. Okay. Oh shit! I just lost it. Hold on. Where is it? Where the fucking go? Oh, there it is. Sorry. I'm a dumbass.
That's just a rumor.
Oh.
Trying to solve something that feels unsolvable. Those are all expensive ways of using our attention. On the other hand, being clear about what's in one's control, having a clear plan to execute against, and thinking about what is good in this moment. Even though that it feels like the sky is falling, like what is working right now that you can adjust with and pivot with and hopefully make something better come from.
Training your mind isn't an easy fix, Gervais says, but there are ways to begin the process.
Okay, now, Bob. Now, he said, hold on, Bob. Now, let me get this off. He said, the news guy said, the mind is not an easy thing to fix, okay? He showed a Seahawk player named Luke Wilson. Okay, Luke Wilson is not a starter. He is a backup. He starts some games depending on if players are hurt. But you're asking me, why didn't it show Russell Wilson, or why did it show somebody even more popular than Luke Wilson? Why did they show Luke Wilson right there? Well, Luke Wilson was on the news a couple of years ago on this channel news, and he told the world, because they asked him, because there was a rumor that he believed that NASA moon landing was fake. So they asked Luke Wilson, Seattle Seahawks tight end, if he still believes that NASA was fake. He said yes. He was even on a news channel saying, "You're going to tell me they flew to the moon in this tin can?" Now, that little video at the end shows about need to fix the mind, and they show the picture of Luke Wilson. I'm not saying it just sounds like why to pick him. He was on their news channel to say that he believed that NASA was fake. So isn't it kind of weird they show that he needs to fix the mind?
With the mind problem, yeah. Now, how long ago did he make this statement about the moon landing? How long ago?
He's been true on this for the last 5 years.
But when did he make the statement online? Like it live? Did he make it live on camera?
They ask him about it like every year. He was on a news channel last year. He went on a radio station.
Okay.
And last year's only like 5-6 months ago.
So he makes it well known. Everyone knows. Okay, good.
Luke Wilson, he loves to talk, and he doesn't hide, and he's known to like hide out in his house, like just stayed in his basement like for weeks. He kind of So it's just kind of weird they use him to say
as somebody with concussion, possible concussion problems. Yeah, because anybody who thinks that the fucking moon landing is fake has
concussions. Well, actually, they could say he got it. He could have got it from college or high school. So yeah,
he's got a mild concussion problem, which explains why he believes the moon landings are hoax.
Now, I don't know if he believes that the Earth is flat or not. That I can't tell you.
Yeah.
But he did say he didn't believe in NASA. It was just kind of weird that they said, and it's been a lot of weird things like that this week on the news. I thought, I'm going to catch up on the news this week. The news with Donald Trump.
Oh, God.
This whole week, dude. They're fucking awesome this week. I'm telling you, just grab a bucket of popcorn because he's a bozo. We all know this. But dude, on air, he had in his big words, New York Times, fake news. I mean, he wrote it on this thing, and it's like, holy shit. Him on the news, fake news. He's right. It is all fake news. But to see it, like, this is the most wonderful reality TV that I'm seeing in front of my eyes going through this shit.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, and everyone out there, I have served the United States military. Those of you that served in the military will know. Those of you who have not served in the military will know. It don't matter if you served or not. How many times have you watched the United States president talk to the press? They have it is a clear symbol of the presidency labeled on his podium. It says the president of the United States. There is no label. He is just a man with no power standing there. His symbol, the presidential seal, is gone. Where is the presidential seal? It's nowhere to be found during his press fucking releases. And when they pan the camera around, you've got all these empty chairs. You've got maybe 3 people sitting there. How many press members do you have left, Donald Trump? He has 3-4 people. He has banned all of the press. There is nobody in the press talking. And then the people that are there, they're liars. There's only 1 to 3 people left, and they belong to somebody else. There is no transparency in the fucking world. And the United States of America has fallen. It has fallen. There is no press talking to him. And he's fighting with the only 3 people left to come in. What's next? No press?
I have to do a shout out.
What's that?
To Awesome Austin. And let me tell you why. We have set up on this beautiful channel where you could join a YouTube tier with us, be part of our Gypsy Road family, where if you sign up, you can we'll give you a shout out. You can do YouTube shout outs and all that, and you could pick one of our 4 emojis that I created if you want to use. Where 2 of the emojis is your face and my face, and I have a flat Earth like a trophy emoji and a clone emoji. So if you want one of our emojis, you can join our tier, and then when you're in the chat, you get a green color like this. When you become a member,
cool.
and you can actually use our face as emoji. Can you imagine seeing our face all over the YouTube internet? Our faces, our beautiful faces. That's fun. But Bob, how many presidents go on air and bring their own little footage? Right? He has. Listen.
I saw it.
Dude. He was bashing CNN so bad they had to cut him out, and you had to go to Fox News to you gotta go to Fox News to see his whole previous. He had a video on how bad how bunch of lies. Now the news is a bunch of liars. So I'm backing him up on this one. And in big words, Bob, New York Times, fake news on TV.
Here's what I want people to do. Now, again, people, I'm not up here bashing. I'm not a Democrat. Fuck the Democrats. Fuck the Republicans. I'm on my own, man. I'm on my fucking own. If you guys want to be entertained, go back to the 80s and look up Donald Trump when he was with the WWF Wrestling Federation and when he was a manager of some of the wrestlers in the WWF Wrestling Federation, and watch and hear what he says. It's exactly the same. He is playing up the WWF wrestling manager fucking about you over there, you over there. Shut up, sit down. I'm not talking to you. Shut up, sit down. Sit down, shut up. He's doing the same shit. And I gotta sit there and go, this is not my country, man. This is a joke, dude. This is a reality TV show, and the fucking back of the turtle is laughing, man. They're laughing. The peoples, the sheeples, the stupids, and the normies, and I call them the mouth breathers, are just, what is wrong with everybody? This is
let me answer this question real quick. Brian asked me, how do you set that up? Hey, Brian, I'll do snapshots on how to do it, and I'll send it to you in an email. No, this is a brand new setup. You know, Brian, you know how they have Patreons, where people could join Patreons? YouTube is doing the exact same thing as a Patreon, but it's directly on their site. And when you set it up, there's a join button where all they have to do is not go to another link. They just click on it. So, Brian, I'll send you copies on how do you do it. It's very easy. I did it, and I got my first member. Woo! Awesome, Austin.
It's a big clip waiting.
Hey, Mike, Nikita, if you want to jump on now about Henry VIII, you know, we're going to start talking about the turkey and all that. You could come on.
Come on.
So I just wanted to show that little video because it's just interesting that they picked Luke Wilson, who said on air. Now listen, when an NFL player comes on air, that's, you know, people think you're fucking crazy as it is. So, and they keep asking him. He said, "No, guys, I think that's a tin can. You gonna tell me somebody flies in that?"
Tin can, man. It is a tin can, man.
So that's why I had to show that clip. Now, Bob. Now, Henry VIII. Okay. Most people know Henry VIII because of he doesn't have the turkey leg. Now, if you see the picture behind me, you see Bob with the turkey leg. Okay, you see Bob with the turkey leg. Now that's a Mandela effect change right there because he changed it to Bob. Now the question is, now if you look at the picture now, Bob, he doesn't have a turkey leg. Is there a replacement of the turkey leg, or is it just him with his hand up? What's the picture now?
Okay, so his hand is the original one. You got it incorrect. You're just making you're doing a satire. So his hand is down to his side. That's satire.
I just created a satire. I just want to show a turkey leg in his hand.
So his hand sits on his side, and he has a large turkey leg in his hand to his side. Let me tell you guys that I had gotten into the first fight, or not fight. I've gotten to the first argument with my boss, my ex-boss, at the Museum of Flight over this picture. He got another manager that was laughing involved. I'm sitting in the office. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I swear to God, kill me, man. I don't fucking care, man. It's lightning bolts striking me down. I don't give a fuck during the apocalypse, man. I sat at my fucking desk at the Museum of Flight, and when I saw someone said that, hey, Henry VIII lost his fucking turkey leg, I said, bullshit. That's iconic, man. Who doesn't know Henry VIII with a fucking his turkey leg was gone, and I said, no, it's gone. It's gone. The turkey leg is gone. And I said, I turned around in my office chair and I said, how many of you guys remember, and there's only 3 other guys in my office area. I said, how many guys remember, I turned around as a manager, you guys remember Henry VIII having a turkey leg in his hand? And they all looked at me like I was stupid. I said, the turkey leg. The famous painting with Henry VIII, the turkey leg. They all looked at me funny.
Yeah.
So,
why? What does he have now? That's a glove, right? Or is that a glove or a napkin?
Gripping a glove. And so I brought it up on the screen on my computer at work. And I said, please, Ben, guys, I'm not crazy. Please tell me you remember this. And they all looked at me like, what are you smoking, dude? What are you smoking? Here comes the jokes. What are you smoking, dude? What's wrong with you, man? Oh, come on. What's the joke? What's the joke? Someone going to jump out? Am I going to? I go, no, I'm being serious, dude. Do you guys remember the turkey leg or not? Now, we just got an argument about Cheese Whiz. We were talking about Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz with the fucking actual Cheese Whiz with the aerosol Cheese Whiz. Easy on the Cheese Whiz. And those guys were ripping me apart for Cheese Whiz because they never heard of Cheese Whiz having aerosol. And you could eat Cheese Whiz from the can. So now we're going in the turkey leg. And at this point, I'm literally getting yelled at by my boss saying, you need to chill out, man. You're starting to scare other people. We don't know what your joke is. We don't get the humor anymore. It's getting old. I said, it's not getting fucking old. I want to know if you remember the fucking turkey leg on fucking Henry VIII's arm. So now we're screaming in the office. I said, I'm not joking anymore, dude. This is serious shit. I'm fucking tired of you guys calling me names. Is there anybody who remembers the turkey leg? Nobody. I was asked to leave the office.
Hey, Bob, before this chat goes away, this person said, I asked my teacher at the museum field trip, why would he pose with a turkey leg? She said he liked to eat.
He liked to, yes, that's correct.
Now,
that's what he liked.
Now, let's talk about Henry VIII in real life. Okay, real quick. Now, Henry VIII, he was married to 6 wives.
Yes.
Okay? All the way to 6 wives. Now, is there a connection on why the turkey, sometimes you got to look at Mandela effect. Are they giving us clues to the bigger picture? I'm talking about like the bigger Mandela effect stuff, not the small stuff, not like the Chick-fil-A, kind of like Monopoly glasses. Maybe the glasses is saying we need to start looking through the lens to find the truth.
Well, you're saying, what's the code?
And one of the, if I'm wrong, Bob, correct me. One of the biggest changes that everybody always talks about is the Bible, the lamb.
Yeah.
Okay. The Bible is major changes, right?
Yeah.
Now, well, Henry VIII, when he was married to the first wife, he promised his dad that he needs to have a son to take over. Okay. He needs to have a son. Now, the first wife for 15 years could not have a baby. Could not have a baby. Now, he did have a son through a bastard woman, but in those days, a bastard cannot be a king. No. You cannot.
RHO negative. RHO negative, yeah.
And this is the reason why I'm bringing up this story, because trying to find a connection on why did it, maybe God is giving us a sign about the turkey leg being gone, because now he fell in love with the second woman and wanted to marry the second woman, but he couldn't. He was not allowed by the church.
To get divorced.
To get divorced, basically.
Yeah.
So long story short, he ended up getting rid of the church, getting rid of it, and basically kind of creating his own kind of laws, and actually had his first wife murdered, head chopped off, so he could marry the second wife. Okay. Yeah. Now the second wife actually did have a baby, but the first baby was a girl.
Yes.
It has to be a boy. And he actually ends up calling her a witch and had her killed and murdered.
He's in church. He can do whatever he wants. Yeah.
Until he actually married down the line to actually to finally have a boy.
Yeah.
Now, he was a sex maniac. So, and he, like you said, he ate food. He ate like a mad dog. He has sex with everybody. So first of all, he's never going to wear gloves. No. he will murder you, change his own laws for one thing, to fuck, food, and to try to have a boy to be him.
Yeah.
And the main thing he did that pissed off almost the whole world is he got rid of the church. So now, is there a clue? Because the Bible has changes. Monopoly looked through the lens and trying to say that this guy should have been punished for getting rid of the church. And we want you to know this story by taking away the turkey leg so people can look into. Now, Nikita says he killed 8 wives. Now, there is another story. Okay. Now the regular story is 6 wives, but there's another story saying he actually had 8 wives. So Mike is correct. But if you watch most movies or anything in history, they're going to say 6 wives. But there's actually been evidence where he actually had 8 wives, 8 people killed. But
also if it's I haven't looked it up. Now, if you've done research and if it says 6, because it used to say 8, if it says 6, then that would constitute a Mandela effect because he did have 8, but he had he had his thing. But back to what you're saying with the church, he's one of the only ones who actually had a connection to the Bible. And since, again, like you're correct, since the Bible was changing and he broke away from the Catholic Church and the Catholic Bible and the Bible's changing, the Bibles have been changing, yeah, that would be a connection that he separated himself from the church. And the idea of the turkey leg was in England, they call taking the piss out of things. So he was such a clown. He was just taking the piss out of portraits. So he had one done with a turkey leg to take the piss out of being important in a portrait. It was a joke for him.
Let me make a correction. The first wife was exiled and died alone in an abandoned castle. Yeah, that's correct. The main story of he got rid of wives because he wanted a boy. So I apologize saying the first wife was murdered. She is correct. I want to say that the story behind it is he got rid of wives and killed some wives because he wants a boy.
Who cares? It's all inaccurate anyway. It's all wrong. Everything's wrong. The only thing was real was the fucking portrait, but a goddamn turkey leg was real. I talk about he's had more people killed than fucking probably the virus, the fucking virus itself. So who fucking cares? He lived in a castle with fucking multiple virgins all up and down his fucking thing. They even made movies of the guy running around screwing virgins all night, trying to knock fucking one of them up for a damn baby. And then he got rid of the fucking Catholic Church. They actually were rewriting the Bible at the time. They were rewriting the Bible.
He murdered a lot of women. They're not all his wives, but he had a lot of women murdered to keep their mouths shut and stuff like that too.
I even question murders, man. I even question if he's actually murdered. They had women walking around with that little thing around their neck, that little tie string that means they had their heads cut off. I'm questioning that, man. I question anything in antiquity. I question all of it. Anything you read is a fucking lie. If you don't see it with your own eyes, it's bullshit. It's somebody else wrote down some crap. We know it right now. We know the history is rewritten. It's bullshit. Everything's a fucking lie. You can't correct people. You could just correct people with the current fucking timeline version of it is, and even then it's fucking 99.9% Mandela affected. Everything I pick up is changed. Throw things up. He could have 20 wives. Who fucking knows? Everything's changed. Everything's changed. All I do know, he had a turkey leg. I got in a fucking big ass argument and kicked out of my office about it. That and Cheese Whiz. I was screaming more about Cheese Whiz, but yeah. He wasn't
technically back in those days, they were all pedophiles, really. I mean,
this is and right now, currently in India, I was an anthropologist. I was an archaeologist. I did field study. I went all over, and I was in the military. And I worked with human trafficking and freed it. And if a girl is bleeding, she's out making money. And 9 times out of 10, she's doing it herself. She walked herself in there to make fucking fat cash. So that whole, I don't even like that word anymore because too many people go to fucking prison for fucking false accusations. Bullshit. That's another one of those criminalization things that put you in prison and fucking have you worth millions of dollars, and someone and Hillary Clinton can fucking take control of your body and bullshit. There's a lot of human trafficking going on, correct?
There is a Henry VIII movie actually on YouTube that's free to watch. And I remember when they're like when he needed a wife, they're trying to get him a wife. And I remember there's a scene that they even said that, what about this girl? And like, well, she's just a girl. And I remember like someone made a comment like, well, has she bled? I'm serious. Oh, I'm serious. That's just it's sad. That's just the times, you know. It's just weird. It's just
modern times. We don't need to do there's no excuse for that. 18 is pretty damn solid and pretty fucking successful in the United States. Over here in England, it's 16. I'm like 16 in England. So anybody in England screaming pedophile, they should shut the fuck up because they're 16 over here. At least America's 18, and I agree with 18. But back in that time, if they bled, they had babies because they died at fucking 30. They died at fucking at like 25. They're lucky to have the baby live. They're lucky the mother lives through the fucking pregnancy. You're gonna have some 35-year-old give a baby in medieval days. She's dead.
One of the wives of Henry VIII died during birth.
They do die during. A lot of women died during birth back then. Think about it back then.
They didn't know how to turn the baby and stuff. That like C-section. Well, they didn't have that.
Here's the reality of back then.
A boy. The wife who died actually did give him a boy.
A barber walks in. A woman's having a baby. A midwife is removing the baby. She's having a hard time. She finally gives birth. The barber says, I think she needs a good bleeding. Let's get her a good bleeding. She'll survive this. She's already bled out, sir. Nah, she needs another good bleeding. You know, come on, man. They're called barbers. They didn't have doctors back then. They gave them a good bleeding, a good leeching, a good tonic of fucking whatever mixed together with some other human feces. I think they even took mummies and ground them up and gave them powder. Here, gives them some powder of the mummy. We've got this fresh from Egypt.
See, Joey Fox said they were married of 9-year-olds.
Yeah, they would do that, would marry them off. And as soon as they started to bleed.
Mike even said Korea, people were married in their early teens, long time ago.
As soon as they hit their menstrual cycles, they're ready for marriage. That's what they did back in the middle, especially when you had the Rh negatives. Now, remember, people, these are royals. These are royals. Where you had a very small number of people. Rh negatives were a very small number of people. The majority of Rh positives, they run like cattle, free all over the place. But Rh negatives are a very small number of people. So if you've got a female Rh negative from this royal family, she's pretty much prime fucking property. As soon as she's menstrual, she's immediately traded off and sold off and married off to another fucking prince. And a whole different country, just trade like Marie Antoinette was a little young gal. Immediately when she was menstrual, gone. She's bleeding, gone.
Unfortunately, it's sad. Child sex trafficking is still going on nowadays.
Still going on, yeah. Still going on.
Still going on. I mean, that's. I know that's totally off topic. We're not here for that topic. We're just saying during those days, it was accepted in those days.
Well, they had no choice. It's a very small number. And so you had to immediately when this family, and the idea was to get, if you were lucky, you could have a second cousin for a marriage. If you were really happy and lucky, you have a third cousin. But most likely, you had a first cousin. You had a first cousin marriage. And that kid was usually born with fucking all kinds of problems. Usually it's to do with bleed. They bleed out. Usually it's always a blood disease. Always a blood disease. And they had the King of George with the madness of King George. They had these large jaws. They had all these different features that were just from inbreeding, man. They were inbred. The royal families are a bunch of inbreds. I think the queen now is married to her first cousin. Don't quote me, but I think she's married to her first cousin, the one in England.
So what do you think? What do you think the main clue here? Like, do they want us to? In your opinion, do they want us to look into Henry VIII and say you should never get rid of the church, or if this kind of stuff will happen? What do you think kind of a clue? This is what, at the end of the day, right? You try to put clues together on why a certain thing.
That's what I do. That's all I do is put, and I take a stab at it, people.
Take a stab. That's all it is. That's all it is. Taking a stab.
But yeah, the fact that he had something to do with the Catholic Church, so dramatic that it affected all of England forever, until current day. What he did affected England to the current day. Yes, his connection to the church is probably why he had a Mandela effect. That's probably why that turkey leg is gone. I mean, he looks, there's no humor in it. Before it was funny. It was funny. As a kid, I laughed. It's funny. He's not funny no more.
That was the only reason why you even looked, no offense, that's the only reason why you even looked into Henry VIII, because you saw a turkey leg. Like, beyond that, there was no reason to look at Henry VIII. Why did I give a fuck about a guy from England? I'm in America. But he had a turkey leg. He's like, why does that guy have a turkey leg?
Yeah. He took the piss out of the royal painting. It's a royal portrait. This is serious shit, guys. Yeah. This is a royal portrait. At the day, these things were very, very important. They were hung in their castles. Establishment. People came in and had dinner parties. Other cousins from other people from other countries came in that were also royal, came in to see the paintings. And to see that, basically Henry VIII pissed in their face. He just pissed in their face. All the other royals, he pissed in their face. Staring at posing, because the majority of them, I can tell you right now, I got a book here, are posing with their knight's uniform on, their soldier's uniform. They're posing like men, and they're fucking posing and proud like men. And a lot of them are wearing armor. They're wearing weaponry. Homie's got a turkey leg. He's pissing in their face. He's taking the piss. So when the others came in to see it, they laughed. It's like,
what about this comment? England royal family still does arrange marriages.
They do. They have to, but here's the secret though. Princess the redhead, fucking Henry, Princess Henry. Prince Charles is not his father. People in England know that Prince Charles is not his father. They've even identified Princess Harry's fucking real father. He was a polo player. He was a ginger polo player. And they even identified which man it is. There is people here, they were going to take out, the royal family is going to be removed. They know that the Prince Scarlet and Princess fucking Harry were fake. Charles did not boink Diana. Prince Charles did not boink Diana. He boinked that old fucking coos, that old lady. He was sterile. So homie's sterile. So she had to get her fucking spooge job from other people. So she got to pick who she wanted the spooge job from. So she got her fucking shit knocked up by a polo player, which Princess fucking Henry is claiming all this money from the royal. Well, now he's not. That's why he bailed, people. We're in the apocalypse, man, where the truth comes out. And homie's bailed for that reason. He's like, I want nothing to do with the royal family right now. When people find out that I'm not related to Charles, his head is going to roll. So he took it and made it split. He went to Canada.
Here's a comment that says, they want everyone to believe he was a great military leader instead of a thief, glutton, and a womanizer. Well, technically, he was a good military leader to stay in power as long as he did. Now, listen, there was a battle. I can't remember the battle that he kind of lost. All right. Yeah. But he got their leader, the leader of this new battle, to act like their friends. They had a big party at their castle. They got drunk. We're in it. And then the next day, he walked back down to their cafeteria, and he was surrounded by their soldiers and had him hang and killed. So yeah. Where 1 minute he lost, but he didn't. He tricked them. So you got to be somewhat of a decent leader to do that. I'm not saying he was a moral leader. He wasn't a moral leader, but
I don't think he did. I mean, Eric's correct, but that's what he has on his thing, and that's correct. I'm only saying it. And this is don't take this to the bank. I'm only saying this because I'm a vet and I'm in some certain operation groups, and I don't think that motherfucker can fart without a flower falling out. That's how pansy he is. So I think that dude didn't do a fucking thing. The only thing he ever did was show up with a uniform on and take a picture. This is my only opinion, people.
Well, it's the same thing. Now,
yeah.
What makes a good leader? I said this before. Not
Delegator.
A good leader surrounds himself with people who knows how to do things.
There you go.
Now, you might not be a great military leader yourself, but it doesn't mean that the guy you hired, who's your second man, is not a great military leader.
That's true. No, that part would be true. So he sat his fucking little pansy ass in a fucking chair somewhere while the hard-working fucking soldiers went out and kicked ass. He showed up for the pictures, just like they always. All leaders are like that, so it don't matter.
Well,
He's not the only one.
I know it's a movie.
Yeah.
But remember the movie Dragon Slayer?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay. At the end, apprentice who learned how to bring his master back to kill the dragon, and he ends up blowing up the dragon, right? The dragon falls down, and then what happens at the end? The king rolls up with his men. He goes down to the dragon, takes the sword, and pushes in the dragon, and they said Dragon Slayer, like he gets all the credit where he didn't do shit. Now, that's what these people in power do to make them look great. People do the work for them, and they take all the credit.
Yeah, it's like the English flag, guys. The English flag with the fucking red ass stupid stripes in it. The way it is now in this current timeline, my green light was on top. Now it's on the bottom. But in this current timeline, the center red cross for the Union Jack for England, it's named after Saint George the Dragon Slayer. Saint George the Dragon Slayer in England.
We do a fast shout out for tomorrow's show. Yeah. Just so tomorrow's show, if you guys saw the thumbnail, it's called Mediums Talking to the Dead. We actually have a person coming on the show tomorrow. Her channel is called Through the Veil Paranormal. Nice. I just put her channel in case some of you want to investigate her channel. She claims to be a medium. She probably is or not. I can't tell you for a fact, but she's been recommended by a good friend of ours to the show, Clown. Clown says she's the real deal. So we're going to have her on. We're going to ask her questions. And if you and I feel that, okay, this person, there is something here, maybe we'll ask the medium to talk to the dead for us to let us know some of these Mandela effect questions. You can't hear
everybody. They're hitting their pots and pans and clapping. It's 8 o'clock. It's 2000 hours in England. So all the normies, all the mouth breathers, they come out of their fucking quarantine houses and they clap hands and they hit pans.
Oh, wow, that's cool. That's
so
cool.
Every 2000 hours here, they come out of they're told to come out of their house, out of their quarantine, to unlock their doors. They come out where the sun is just going down. Now they can come outside because there's no sun. People kept in the house, and they're banging their fucking pots and pans and clapping outside, all over in England.
Mike wrote, Dragon Slayer is my name on D&D, bro. I'm all about slaying dragons. You can actually watch Dragon Slayer on Amazon. It's a 1980 movie. My opinion is a wonderful. 81. Even though that movie is 1980, that fucking dragon in that movie looks more real than most dragons in movies nowadays.
It's a good movie.
It's good. But wow, so you're saying 8 o'clock your time, UK time, they all hit the pan?
Unlock their doors and they come out because the streets are deserted. With the exception of people who don't give a fuck, they're out walking around anyway. They're the ones getting arrested. But when they open their doors up, they all come out and they bang their pots and pans and they all clap, 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 and they bang their butts, and everyone's like screaming at each other, going, "Hey, they made it through another day. They're alive. You guys are alive, man."
Happy Feet Gal says, I talk to the dead, but don't like to call them the dead. They just different. Hey, Happy Feet Gal, I'll tell you what, if there's some questions you want me to ask this person, I'll put my email address in the chat, and you can actually email me some of your questions I should ask to see if, I don't know, questions on if the person's real or not. I mean, it's recommended, but I don't know if it's real or not. So there's certain kind of questions I should ask. Send me an email, man. Send me an email. Let me know, Happy Feet.
That's gonna be exciting. That'll be exciting. I want to see that. That's gonna be. I can't wait.
It's different. It's fun. Like I said. And this person that asked me to come on, Clowns recommended this person, and she said she'll come on. When you get a recommendation from a good person, it'll be fun, right? I wanted it to be true, right? Because maybe the undead or the other side knows some of these answers we don't.
That's true. We'll find out tomorrow. You guys better tune in for that one. That's going to be good.
Like when we asked the spirit box if the earth is flat, it said it was fixed.
His box tells him a lot of things. Eric's does. Back to Princess Harry. I'm going to ask the people out there in the sidebar, Eric, one question. This is a Mandela effect. A lot of people don't remember. I do. So I'm trying to find people that do remember. There are some. I've got compromise. Thank God I got more compromise. I got some people that do agree. They do remember. Back before 2016 flip, for me, I always call it the 2016 flip. Before that big flip happened for me in 2016, I remember all over fucking the news. Princess Harry, Princess fucking Carrot Top Harry was with Wounded Warriors in a Wounded Warriors program. He went to the North Pole with an expedition group. He went to the North Pole. Let me stress this again. Princess Harry, I call him. Princess Harry, fucking Carrot Top, went to the North Pole with the Wounded Warriors program in Britain. He had a bunch of Wounded Warriors with them, and they all went to the North Pole, like onto the northern ice sheet, the Arctic. The northern Arctic ice sheet. He went up there. The way it used to look, the way it used to be back in our time. It was all over the news that homie made his fucking way up there. It was all over everyone's like, oh, look at the little ginger fucking princess. He made it up there. What a beautiful fucking wonderful warrior that man is. Regardless, the Wounded Warriors were with them. They were real guys. They were badass fucking dudes, and I give them all the fucking props they fucking get. 100%. There's no joke. I ain't making fun of them. They made it there. And then all of a sudden, after the flip happened, does anybody remember him going to the North Pole? Does anybody remember the expedition of Princess Harry to me, went to the North Pole with the Wounded Warrior program, a bunch of British fucking and Irish and Scottish soldiers. Well, not Irish. Scottish soldiers that went up to the North Pole. Anybody? I don't know if anybody remembers that. It just kind of got washed over. It was a huge thing. And nobody's like, somebody like, I remember that, I think. Didn't he go to the Arctic? I'm like, no, man. He went to the North Pole. It was all over they had pictures of him going up there. Pictures of those guys on the ice with the fucking dogs pulling the sleds. Pictures all the way there. Of course, it's a big stage thing, but there were actual Wounded Warriors that deserve our fucking respect. They were with that little cooking girl, but they made their way up to that fucking North Pole, and it was all over the news. But somehow the North Pole disappeared. Whoopsie daisies. There's no fucking northern goddamn ice continent anymore. Bunch of floating ice and an Iceland or Greenland that supposedly took over for the North Pole. Fucking knows anymore. Where the hell is the Eskimo at nowadays? But anyways, gone. So I don't know if anybody remember that one. If anybody, Eric, do you remember him taking a trip? Okay.
No, I don't follow the British Royals. I think it's a bunch of, my opinion, it's a bunch of joke. no family should be more considered better than any other family out there. We all talk about the world should be one place. Everybody should be treated the same. But how can you say that when you actually have families are considered more stronger and better than you?
Well, I like Boris here. Over here, Boris, or whatever the fuck, the new leader, Boris. He had to go to the emergency from the fake coronavirus. So he had to go to the emergency room. And homie, they showed where he was at. Now you're thinking it's a hospital. So everyone's like, oh, Boris, oh my God, my heart goes out to you, Boris. Homie was in a fucking castle, or he was in a palace. It was a huge multi-room palace. Like, what? So you got people that are supposedly in the hospital in the back room dying and fucking having all these problems, and dude is in a palace in a fucking room with a ventilator, almost died. Almost died.
You make God smile. According to Siege Man, Robert makes God smile. But this is more for you. This is right up your alley.
Hitler like 5 times. Bush Jr. and Senior. Okay, and the whole bunch of fucking cabal. Well, somebody remembers people going to the North Pole, yeah. Going up to the North Pole, but I remember him, specifically him, because I thought it was cool that he took the wounded warriors up there. I mean, outside of like putting people down, I thought it was a really cool thing to do. But now it's gone. It just got wiped away with fucking all the other shit in history. So I just don't fucking know anymore. I have no idea. This place is one big ass, fake ass fucking comic book. It's all stupid and fake. It's just fun at the same time. I don't know. I don't care. I try to care. I want to care, but I don't care because it's fake. Like Donald Trump says, fake news. It's a fake world, man. It's all fake. Fuck it. You like my new cup?
Oh, I like it. That's Bubba Fett.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter.
Bubba, not Bubba. But guys know what I mean. It's Fett.
Yeah.
Star Wars. Bounty Hunter.
Yes.
Bounty Hunter.
Yes. I'm going after the queen. One day I'm going to checkmate that fucking queen, and I will become the king and winner.
So you said like the North Pole is gone.
Yes.
Why do you think? Of course, when you hear the word North Pole, you always think of it not just North Pole. You think of it with Christmas, and Christmas is based on religion. So here you go again. Another thing disappears, has to deal with religion, because the North Pole is known for Christmas. Come on, let's be honest. When you think of the North Pole, you think of Christmas, and that's religion. You think that's why North Pole's gone?
There's a good connection. I mean, it's one of the good. Yeah, that's a damn good one. The turkey leg is 100%. There's no conspiracy. There's no debate needed. Yes, the turkey leg with a home slice there is connected to the Catholic Church, which, yes, it is connected to religion. The North Pole had Santa Claus. It had Superman with a big ass S. It turned into the snake symbol now. You see the snake symbol with the eye, the snake symbol, the big snake symbol. Yeah. So homeboy lost his crystal house at the North Pole. It's no longer there. And he was sitting right next to Santa Claus. And Santa Claus had Mrs. Claus. And Mrs. Claus had the fucking reindeer. And then you had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is a masculine fucking deer. But now he's a pansy. I think he's a girl now. And then Mrs. Claus made menudo on Sundays.
Hold on.
Now they're not there no more.
Let's look at your S. Hold on a second. Let's look at the last Superman movie. His S. See if it's almost a little different. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Can I make that bigger? New York Times. Alien yet familiar. I can't make it that much bigger. That S. Yeah. If you look at that S, I know you can't really see it here. but that S that he's wearing, the face is more, the tip is actually a little bit more skinnier,
Smaller.
like a snake's, like a snake that's ready to open up the mouth and eat.
Yeah, you froze. Yeah, so the body section is larger, and the head and the tail are much smaller. You could do mine bigger if you were able to, because I don't know if you got kicked out or not, but there is a conspiracy behind the S with Superman. That's true. It's not really a conspiracy. It's that the movie prop Superman version S, they, according to the story, let's see. So there's this one. Mine's different. Mine's the old S.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you getting kicked in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
You're getting kicked in and out of here.
Well, you know what happened, right? A little thing came up that says that somebody was trying to access my computer.
Again.
That's what it said.
It did it last time too. Someone tried to hack your computer in the middle of the show.
And I have a program that blocks it, and it came up and says this person's trying to, I don't know, I know it's not you. You're on.
No, I'm on. They're trying to hack your computer in the middle of the show. So somebody has access to your one of your old passwords. So what they're doing is they're going into using your old password, and then they're saying there's come up an option is like, do you know the new password? And they're clicking on like trying to get the old password. You know, they're trying to click it to get around by using the old password, but it's blocking it because you're actually on. Yeah. Yeah, someone's trying to hack you, dude. During the show. Yeah, so anyway, real quick, before we get kicked out of here, Superman's S is thicker and it's different from the movie because nobody wants to wear the fucking original S of Christopher Reeves. Christopher Reeves' fucking S is jinxed, and nobody wants to have that jinx. So all the people that play Superman roles that wear the Superman fucking S and the movie parts, they don't want the actual Superman S because it's jinxed because of Christopher Reeves. That's one of the.
Well, let me type in Christopher Reeve Superman. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, it's this S. It's changed. It's Mandela affected. Yeah, it has a Mandela effect. It's changed to a snake. It's a snake with the snake.
Images.
It's a snake. It's a snake. It's S. It's a goddamn snake. It's clearly a snake. It's not. It is a fucking snake. There's the round snake tail, or they say it's the head. And then that's the tail. That's upset, but yeah.
Yeah.
So they're wearing the snake one. It's changed into a snake. Homie's running around with a snake. Which the rumor is, if you want to go deep into the conspiracy fucking circles, Superman is an RH negative. And if you're an RH negative, you're a reptile. And so he's running around with the reptile on his chest because he's an RH negative and a reptile. Because RH negatives have superpowers. There it is.
Now, Mike says, hold on. Reeve versus Reeves S is gone.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
And I just gotta say, we like Mike. We want to make sure that, hey, guy, if you're gay, it's fine because he wants me to look at. Eric wants to look at the new Superman's ass. Come on. I want to look at his butt.
We do have new Mandela effect glutes. A man's ass is a lot rounder now compared to where it used to be. And Brian Staveley himself loves the fact that both a man and a female's rectum are both the same size now. I don't know why he's fascinated with that.
Now,
but everyone has a little thing nowadays.
781 says the very first Superman is cursed too.
Cursed too, yeah. See, so they heard that one. They've heard that one. Yeah. So the rumor is still out there that the original Superman uniform is cursed. So when they do the new one, it's fatter and it looks different. Specifically because the actors won't wear the original S, Well, it's a Mandela effect S,
Superman.
but it's still they don't have the effect, so they consider this S the original S, which it's not, But they won't wear it because they're afraid they're gonna go out. They're gonna go out like fucking Christopher Reeves, man.
So this is the first Superman guy.
Yeah. Oh yes, he died too. Now he was an alcoholic. He died. He was an alcoholic. I don't know how he died. I can't remember.
Married doesn't mean you ain't gay. He's right. All because people are married, it doesn't mean they're not gay. I mean, that's a good one.
But yeah, he died also, and then Christopher Reeves died. In my timeline, he died. So I don't know about that.
What I'm trying to remember the third actor who played Superman. What was his?
Third actor.
Brandon something. Superman actor Brandon. Here, Brandon. Oh, here's the other guy. Let's see if we could get his S.
Who's that?
The most stupidest Superman movie they ever made. Hold on, Brandon Ruth. Oh, here. This is the closest I could get. Okay. Brandon Ruth. That's not really a close-up on his S. Here, maybe this one.
Was he like a TV version? Was it a movie?
No. In 2006, Superman Returns.
Oh.
It's the one where he actually comes back from space because he went to search, and he comes back and he finds out at the end of the movie that he actually has a baby with Lois Lane. That he's the son and it's his. And that's when who's that gay actor who got banned from the movies that he played Lex Luthor in it? He played House of Cards on the Netflix show.
I don't know.
The guy who played Netflix, House of Cards, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And he throws that kryptonite thing like in the water, and it builds creates this land. Stupid.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey. Yeah.
It was a stupid ass Superman movie. It's the one. It's when they were originally trying to make Superman with Nicolas Cage. I don't know if people know this.
Yeah, I remember that.
That original remake of Superman was going to be with Nicolas Cage, and Tim Burton for the Batman was doing it. They actually had pictures of Nicolas Cage in the outfit, which I wanted to see it because he was going to have him get killed in this and like bring him back to life, because it was actually going to be cool. And then I just
watched the movie with Nicolas Cage. I watched a movie called The Knowing. It's on Netflix called The Knowing. I don't know if you've ever seen that one with Nicolas Cage called The Knowing.
Yeah. That's the where they put the thing in the ground and it comes like there's letters in it and it's talking about the end of the world.
Yeah, that's freaky. It's got some weird numerology in that one because everything is Mandela affected. So there's a lot of 13s in it. Now I'm not going to tell everyone to go look for 13s, but every fucking movie has 13s galore. Of course, addicted to the 13s that I am. I was looking for 13s, and then there's a lot of things that 13. It adds a 13. It's littered with 13s, and it goes right to the whole movie. It's like another one of those really weird ending ones. It's fucking weird.
One of the reasons why I hated his outfit in this one because the snake, is a brown color. I didn't like the poo-poo color. It looked like the color. This color shit. I like the color shit.
Okay. Yeah, it looks blood. It looks like blood red.
I get it.
Color of blood. That's like the color. Well, I got dark blood.
Yeah,
mine's dark.
I mean, I guess everybody has their. There's a story that part of the reason why the Nicolas Cage didn't get it because some hairdresser. There's a documentary about this that a hairdresser actually got the rights because the hairdresser worked for, I don't know the story, got the rights to Superman and like he wanted this big snake or not snake. He wanted a big spider in the movie, and he didn't get it. The movie fell apart, and so this producer guy, this hairdresser guy, actually made another movie, Wild Wild West, with Will Smith, with a stupid ass movie, and he fucking put a spider in that movie, that robot spider. Originally, that robot spider was supposed to be in a Nicolas Cage Spider-Man movie that Tim Burton says, I ain't putting no fucking spider in this movie. Superman is not going to fight a spider. It's in the documentary. It's in the documentary of the Superman. It's kind of like who?
Will Smith. Will Smith.
Yeah,
here's what I want to see happen. I want to take Will Smith and tie him back. I want to tie him and back to back with Tom Hanks. I want Will Smith on one side, and on his back, tied to fucking his back, would be Tom Hanks. That way you could save a round. Not that I'm endorsing anything like that, because that's wrong. In fact, anything and everything I say is not true. It should not be taken seriously at all. However, if you were to have a rubber or something made of rubber, like a rubber round, you would save that one round. If you just take Will Smith, the piece of shit that he is, and tie him with duct tape with Tom Hanks back to back like that, and you could use them as punch buddies. You could kind of like hit both sides. You could have fun by going in circles or whatever you want to do to them. Wrap them in toilet paper. Have a little bit of do the maypole. And here's the thing. I want to see Will Smith and Tom Hanks wrapped duct tape back to back, and then someone do a maypole on them. If you guys know what a maypole is, you got to do a maypole. It's with the lines. So you got a bunch of children, and you've got a pole. Then you got Will Smith and Tom Hanks, and they're like duct taped around to the maypole. And then you have the kids dance in and out from each other in these big lines in a big circle, because every kid's holding a large line, and they dance like they skip dance, and they go in and out from each other. And as they keep going for hours and hours later, it makes this beautiful configuration around the pole to the point where it gets to Will Smith and fucking Tom Hanks' head, and they keep going until they're completely wrapped up. And then I want to dog the piss on the pole at the end of the whole thing.
Will Smith, he's a fucking joke. He is. He's a hypocrite. You know why he's a hypocrite? I'll tell you why he's a fucking hypocrite. Because he made a movie, right? About he's his doctor in football, about the brain, about being hit. Tell the truth. Remember that scene? Tell the truth. So Will Smith, right? He gains a fucking heart. So he cares about this shit. Okay. He cares about this shit, right? Then why did you make a fucking movie before that, Muhammad Ali, about a boxer who keeps getting punched in the goddamn face? You're going to tell me PTSD, whatever, you're going to tell me the brain damage don't come from boxing? So you could do a boxing movie about a legend, about getting fucked up in the brain, getting fucked up in the head. And then you can make a movie about he has a heart, about why football players, why he's dangerous. You can't make a movie about a fucking legend and then make another movie about being hit in the head is bad. Hypocrite, dude.
Yeah, man. Will Smith to fucking Henry VIII to Tom Hanks. But Will Smith, fuck you. I don't like you, you fucking big-ass eared liar. You Freemason fucking asshole. I want you on the maypole, duct taped to Tom Hanks. And I want the children to dance around it.
Come on, guys. What was that freaking movie that he was in about the brain? Oh yeah, and then he owns the rights to Karate Kid, and then puts his own son in that movie, which just they fucked up the movie. Jackie Chan, I don't mind him. Named Miyagi. Jackie Chan, good choice. He fucked up that movie, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna make his fucking kid have a bust up leg fighting for the signature move? It does a flip behind his back with one leg. Come on, man. Dude, that a regular person could do, like the crane. Come on. Look. Watch, Bob.
Do it, Eric. Do it.
Look, even though this looks technique, I could do this.
You could do crane.
I could do that move. Hold on, let's do it again.
Do it again, Eric. Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now I could do that move. But no fucking person could do that move in that Will Smith remake. No, I can't go out on the streets and do that.
Well, he's a girl now. He's dressed in drag.
What?
Eric, he's
His
dressed in
son
drag.
has special powers. His son could do that. Come on.
His son is dressed in drag. I think he's dressed as a girl now. I think
Jaden
he's
Smith. That was his son's name, Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. The whole family's a fucking weird bunch of people,
Will
man.
Smith supposedly spoke to astronauts and asked the most insane questions. Yeah.
Can we please, guys, put Will Smith on a maypole with Tom Hanks and duct tape them together? Now, again, I don't endorse things like this. We're only talking silly billies. Nothing like this is going to actually happen, but would it be cool? In a maypole with the kids, leave them there. Leave them there.
I think it was awesome because did you know Will Smith was originally going to be playing in the Matrix?
Matrix, he was going to be, yeah.
And he turned it down for Wild Wild West.
Yeah. Thank you. There is a God.
Thank God. There is a God. You can't put him in the Matrix. True. We talked to people from the Matrix. You couldn't have Will Smith represent the Matrix.
No, if you guys want to know if there's evidence, for those you atheists out there want to know if there's evidence that there is a God, the evidence is that Will Smith turned down the part of the Matrix to play fucking Wild Wild West. Thank you very much. Oh, could you imagine that? A fucking atrocity. That piece of shit. Playing that role, man.
Man, I am really surprised in the chat that nobody has making fun of me for doing the crane move. Thank you.
They probably thought you were good at it.
Yeah.
They thought you were good. Speaking of Asian martial arts and cool moves, bring Mike on. Fucking racist. You can bring Mike on if you want to. We got like the last half hour. Poor Mike is in the last half hour.
Yeah, I think he left.
Oh, did he really? You got tired of waiting.
Will Smith sexually abused his son on Ellen. Did he?
Yeah, he did. There were a few movies he had that I've never seen, and they're an effect for me and only for me. I've never seen, but one of them he was playing a role of a homosexual that wanted to. He told a guy in a carriage that he wants to do him up the bug hole. Now, again, our older brother was gay. We have a dead gay older brother. We loved him to fucking death, but he was dead from it. I don't know. So we got there's no disrespect for the homosexual community. But homie just comes off and makes you guys look bad. He makes you bungholers look bad. I mean, why would you guys, oh, God. Every time I see YouTube, sometimes his face is there somewhere. He's always got his nasty ass, big ass eared, ugly ass face on there somewhere. When I see him, I want to take a shit. I want to hold myself until I see his face somewhere, and then I go take a shit. I know eventually, if I just go on YouTube for a little bit, I'll hold it. I'll get up in the morning, shower, and smash my face. I won't go dump yet. I'll go on the computer, and I go, oh, Will Smith. I'll go up and take a shit. I feel much better. You guys could probably hold it until you see Will Smith. It makes it more memorable that way. Oh, Will Smith. Oh, I feel better. God, yeah. Oh, I'm doing a Tom Hanks. Oh, I'm doing a Tom Hanks. Oh, I'm gonna wipe my Tom Hanks. Wipe my Will Smith.
Everybody loves the French Prince and Tom Hanks. You know, the grandpa of the country and Will Smith, the daddy of the country. Come on.
I can't. I mean, there's these sellouts, man. They sold out their fucking people. They just sold out. You know, he sold out the African American people. He sold out.
No, I'll be honest with you, people. People say he was good in Fresh Prince. I'll be honest. Bob and I, we never ever watched Fresh Prince.
We didn't watch it. I mean, not being racist. We just
Fresh Prince. I never watched. Not the Partridge Family. Bill Cosby's crap. Bill Cosby show.
We didn't watch Bill Cosby at all.
Come on, man. Those shows are so fucking phony. And look, Bill Cosby's a sick, perverted man in real life.
He's a rapist.
Remember the Brady Bunch? The father in it turned out he died of AIDS.
He had a good show. Yeah, he's great. He had a good show. It's like
and the Partridge family, the small kid is actually a radio DJ here in Seattle.
Yeah, he's a good DJ.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Danny
Dadavucho.
Yeah, great fucking host.
Jaco, Juka.
Love the guy.
And don't forget Tom Cruise.
Oh God. Okay, I would say. Okay, here we go. I would say I want to wipe my Tom Cruise, but I don't have a vagina. I don't have a vagina. I could say I can't wipe my Tom Cruise, but there's a lot of females out there that can wipe their Tom Cruise. Yeah, him and his pink shirt, him and his fucking pink shirt in whiskey business. And at my time, it was a white shirt and sunglasses.
Yep.
But there it is again with the sunglasses. But the sunglasses keep appearing and disappearing, and also in antiquity. What's up with the sunglasses? Is it connected to religion? Whoopsie daisies. I think so. What do you think, Eric? What do you think the sunglass connection is? The sunglasses, how do you think they're connected to the Bible, to the church? How do you think they're connected?
I mean, I kind of look at the glasses kind of like Monopoly, like you need to put on the blinders, put on the glasses so you can start seeing the truth.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it is.
Is there something in the Bible about glasses?
Well,
I haven't read the Bible.
I think it's from from Jesus being blindfolded. He's blindfolded in the Bible now. He's blindfolded, so he's blindfolded with like sunglasses.
Okay.
He's blindfolded. And the other one is I have eyes to see and ears to hear. Well, the eyes to see is gone. The eyes to see and ears to hear. Now there is eyes to see in a different phrase. It's further down with the eyes. But the veil, there's another one. Very good. We can roll with this one.
And the veil's coming on the show tomorrow.
Yeah, the veil's coming. It's a synchronicity. So there's the veil. There's the eyes to see is gone. It's gone in the Bible. It's misplaced in the Bible where it used to be. Also, Jesus is blindfolded. So we have those two things. So there's the sunglasses. So that's why Tom Cruise doesn't wear sunglasses in Risky Business, and he wears a pink shirt because he's homosexual. But that's okay. We don't condemn. We had a gay older brother, so it's not about putting down people. We got to stop doing that. We're doing the opposite. We take the piss out of everybody. Mostly the people we put down are straight. Even the gays are like, yeah, they put out more straight guys than fucking gay guys. They had a gay older brother, so they're fucking okay. So anyway, yeah. He is a Scientologist and a piece of shit with Ian Hubbard. Fuck him. Fuck Ian Hubbard and fuck the Scientologists.
I agree with that. I don't hate him as much as Will Smith and Tom Hanks, just because at least Tom Cruise is telling the world that he's fucking crazy.
I don't hate Tom Cruise. He's just a vagina. He's a man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, at least he's coming out and says, yeah, I'm Scientology. I'm crazy. I'm nuts.
He's crazy. He's a vagina.
He's telling you that he's nuts. You know what I mean? Tom Hanks and Will Smith don't tell you that they're crazy. They hide a front. Tom Cruise don't hide no fronts. He tells you he's crazy.
If I were some kind of ruler and they say, "What do you want to do with Tom Cruise?" What would your decision to be done with Tom Cruise as a fucking nasty ass fucking fallen angel sinner from Hollywood? I'd say, no, man, nothing. Don't touch Tom Cruise. I want Tom Cruise to come out of the closet. I want him to be an openly gay man, and I want him to represent the gay community. I want him to wear the pink shirt with the no pants. I want Tom Cruise to walk around in a pink shirt open with white fucking tidy whities and socks and represent the gay community. Come out, man, and grab your fucking pilot buddy, John Travolta, the other Scientologist. John Travolta is another fucking flamer. He's in the closet.
Tom Cruise does his own stunts.
He does his own stunts. Good. I think gay people are limber like that. My older brother was fucking limber as shit. He was. Ask Eric. Eric, wasn't Mike? He in martial arts. He was a sparring tournament. Fucking. He was second place. He was supposed to win first place. Our older brother was supposed to win first place in a martial arts fucking sparring tournament. He's gay, but he hit the guy too hard and was disqualified.
Yep.
True story. Our gay older brother beat the shit out of the final tournament. like the movie. Like let's go back to fucking what was that in that movie, Eric, with the crane, whatever?
Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid. Our older brother, who was a repressed homosexual teenager, got second place because he was supposed to get first place because he hit the guy too hard. The kid, he was a teenager. He hit the kid too hard and won, but got disqualified.
Now, I didn't know this. Tom Hanks' wife played a Satan worshiper on an episode of Buzz and Buddies. Now, I know Tom Hanks and his wife played in the movie Volunteers. Yes. But I didn't know the wife was a Satan worshiper on the episode of Buzz and Buddies.
I didn't know that either. You know, he's a Freemason. He's a Freemason. Wait, hold on. Over your left heart. You guys
did kill his son. Huh.
He did. His son fell out of a window. Crawled out of a window. I feel bad for the guy. I don't want to put down his child. So I feel bad.
I thought didn't that happen to the that singer Eric Clapton?
Yeah, Eric Clapton also. You know, the gods will give it and the gods take it away, man. They take it away. They give it, they take it away. It's kind of sad. God will do that. He'll give it to you and he'll take it away. So
what style of martial art was that you and Michael took? I can't remember what martial art you guys took.
We went to several different schools, but the longest one we went to was Kenpo.
Kenpo?
Yeah.
Kenpo.
Me and my older brother, we were not allowed to be. I was not allowed to be on the sparring team because we fought tooth and nail together. My older brother got to be on the sparring team, which he basically won. He should have won, and I was doing reactions. So it means I had to do reactions, which is fight more than one person. So I had to fight one person, and my older brother got to do sparring.
Didn't he drown on the beach?
Who's this? Who drowned on the beach?
John Travolta's son. I think maybe because Eric Clapton had the kid that fell out of the window. Here. So John Travolta died of a heart attack years ago when he was 55. It's a Mandela effect for me. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
What? Wait. Whoa. Really? He died? He died? So somebody remembers John Travolta dying. Really at 55? Okay, that's interesting. Anybody else on the sidebar remember? I'm not saying he's wrong, guys. I had the hardest time finding anybody who remembered David Bowie dying in the around 2005, around the 2000s. Hardly anybody remembers David Bowie dying, just for me. So I felt fucking alone on that one. So I'm not going to call you out on that, dude. So if you remember John Travolta dying, you know.
Well, ACS 71 said heart attack, so sounds like, yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Now, he said John Travolta's son killed himself. Oh.
No,
Did he kill himself by jumping out the window, maybe? Or was it like, I don't know. This is deep, man.
I mean, you know, you go playing around with the dark side, man. The dark side comes for you. John Travolta is dead. I don't think he's dead. I think he's alive. I think he's still alive. I think he's buggering some fucking pilot right now.
Hanks in Joe versus the Volcano. Yeah, he was in Joe versus the Volcano. And of course, that movie was produced by Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, Joe versus the Volcano. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where him and Meg Ryan jumped in the volcano and blew up, and they flew out in the water. And then they were saved by his luggage.
He lived. Yeah, he's in all kinds of cultic movies. He's the king daddy of all the shit.
Drug overdose, or was it a drug overdose, or was it forced drugs?
Maybe he was part of a satanic ritual where he got buggered.
John Travolta died for his son. Oh, okay. Yeah. And look, see, people have different memories. Burgess remembers. I remember reading he drowned. See, this is what's interesting. I never even thought about that, John Travolta. This is kind of new that people saying he did die, but they're having different memories on how he died. A heart attack, he drowned.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him dying either, Health. This is kind of cool. This is new. This is why we're here, trying to learn new things.
I know that I know he's a closet gay. I know that even my older brother, was convinced he was a homosexual. That him and okay, here we go.
Our friend Patrick.
I
remember David Bowie dying, but not John Travolta. So everybody's got a different memory. That's right, Patrick. You're correct.
It's the same as Patrick Swayze. A lot of people remember Patrick Swayze dying. I remember him dying of cancer. I don't know if it was lung. I think it was lung cancer. In my time, it was lung cancer. He died of lung cancer. And oddly enough, Patrick Swayze, which was the baddest fucking dude ever, played a pedophile. He played a pedophile in a movie called in the movie. Ironically, he played a pedophile in Donnie Darko. So Donnie Darko is unusual because you have an engine that fell off of a plane and landed, and now you have this crazy bunny that's telling him to do shit, telling him to do weird shit. It kind of overlaps into like the weird mysticism of the Mandela effect world, and you also have Patrick Swayze being a pedophile in the movie. It's fucking weird. He's like an inspirational speaker. It turns out to be a pedophile. It runs a whole ring. It's fucking crazy. If you guys want to see another crazy movie,
Swayze died of prostate cancer. Swayze died. I mean, he's dead. He's not alive, right? He is dead, right?
I think he died twice. Twice.
But he is dead right now because I remember him dying of the cancer.
I remember him dying of lung cancer. I remember because I'm a smoker. And I said, shit. And I always noticed he always smoked in his movies, and it made me want to quit. And I should quit. But it was because of Patrick Swayze. I read he was on his way out from lung cancer. But now it's prostate cancer. That's fucking weird. It's the same way with David Bowie. He was dying of cancer also. But the whole cancer death changed. It's the funny thing about these people who don't die the first time. They come back. They die of a different kind of cancer. They still die of cancer, but they die of a different cancer. It's every time. It's weird. It's like, fuck.
Patrick Swayze, when he died, that was kind of a hard hit in a way because Patrick Swayze was the man.
He was the man,
Dirty Dancer, Roadhouse, Ghost. He was that macho man that you think nothing could hurt a guy, kind of like Superman, right?
He was badass.
He was badass. And remember one of his I don't know what his. I know he's in a movie with Tom Cruise, the gang fights at the end with the kid from the Karate Kid. But of course, I remember Patrick Swayze in one of his main early movies, Red Dawn.
Red Dawn, yeah.
And
the Outsiders.
The Outsiders, that's the one with the kid from the
Pony
Boy.
Pony Boy. Those of you guys remember Outsiders? They had all those hard hitters in that movie.
Matt Damon.
Huh?
Matt Damon too, right?
Matt Damon. I think Matt Damon was in it. Was Matt Damon in it? The Outsiders?
Or that crazy guy. Oh God.
Oh shit! Here we go.
There's a lot of people that was in that movie. There's a lot of big people.
Some of you guys, the sidebar, you guys remember Outsiders? You guys remember? It's kind of weird because a lot of characters within that, a lot of those movies, they all kind of have the same weird circumstances when it comes down to this weird shit, man. Like dying and coming back. Rob Lowe. I think Rob Lowe was in it. Lowe is another weird one.
Here we go. Cast. Okay. Matt Dillon was in it.
Matt Dillon.
Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise, Glenn Winthrop, who the fuck that is, Diane Lane, I don't know. And then I guess everybody else. I'm not gonna name people nobody cares about, but Rob Lowe was in it too. And that was before Rob Lowe got busted for underage girls.
Yeah, it's Hollywood. We go right back to that one again. It just goes back into its circle, right back to people with his was it 8 wives? Was it more than 8 wives? right back to they're a bleeding age, so they're RH negative, they become a wife. It's just right back to the same cycle. Here we go back to Henry VIII and the turkey leg. We went from the turkey leg to the Outsiders.
But we got to correct this. 781 says women love this guy. Men love that guy too. Men love Patrick Swayze too, people. Not just say women. Men love them too. Come on.
It is a dude way, but in a fucking like I want to be like him way.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember one of the most funniest SNL skit is when Patrick Swayze was dancing against the big guy who died, the guy who lived down by the trailer by the river, where they're both trying to be like a stripper dancer.
Yeah, oh God, what's his name? Man? Yeah, Lou, I am your father. They're trying to blame him for spinning the word where that came from. Oh, I forget his name.
What's next? You gonna tell me Clint Eastwood is dead? Dude, he's old enough to be dead, man. He's fucking old now.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Nope.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Nope. Yeah. Clint Eastwood, yeah, he's still alive. That's amazing. That guy's still alive.
Eastwood at the Hog's Breath. He owned a bar. In California. We used to surf there.
Now.
I believe it. But Clint Eastwood owned a bar called the Hog's Breath, and he owned in Carmel. There was a
mayor at one time at Carmel.
He was the mayor of Carmel. Yeah, Carmel is a Hollywood infested little ass fucking seaside town in California around Highway 1. And Clint Eastwood was a bar owner and the mayor. We used to try to go surfing there, but we'd have to fight the fucking Soshis, the preppies, because they were all sons and daughters of these rich fuckers they were surf Nazis. They would never let anybody surf. But I used to roll with a bunch of cholos that like to surf. So we'd get a lot of fights with those fucking Carmel kids. Bunch of little rich fuckers, boy.
I love this movie stuff. Val Kilmer in his first comedy, Top Secret. Oh my God. Top Secret, walking around that cow suit. I remember Top Secret. I liked it.
I love that movie.
I liked it.
That movie.
Dude,
yeah.
Val Kilmer doesn't get enough credit. He almost died of cancer too. He has some kind of cancer. And he's going to be in the, I don't know how big of a part. He's actually going to be in the next Top Gun movie. He is reprising his role. I don't know if he's gonna have a major part or not, but he is gonna be in a part of the Top Gun movie. But I'm gonna tell you why. One of Val Kilmer's best movies that never gets enough credit. Thunderheart.
Yes, he is a quarter Cherokee.
And the spiritual side of that movie, trying to do the investigation on the Indian land. Yeah. I don't think he gets enough credit for that movie.
Yeah, which ironically, Eric, we are quarter Cherokee. So it was fun. And according to a lot of studies, it seems that people that are Cherokee get abducted by aliens a lot. And they also found out that the Cherokee, there's a small percentage of RH negative Cherokee that have lineage to the line of Israel, the Israelites, they're one of the lost tribes of Israel. Basically it was the Cherokee. Well, used to be Cherokee. They were Cherokee. They were originally the last tribe of Israel, and then they became the Cherokee natives, and then what have you from down there. And then they got kicked off their land by all the fucking Puritans, and then because they're technically Jews, the Cherokee, but archaeology, anthropology, and then they went on the Trail of Tears, and they got sent to Oklahoma, where our great-great-grandfather met our great-great-grandmother. Her name was Cloud, and they had children, which is our grandpa's dad, and then there's our grandpa, and then there's us down the line. Yep. Look at us. And we got our own talk show. We have our own talk show.
In the movie, he takes drugs, and he learns the truth. See? I guess mushrooms and drugs do help. He smokes it. Yeah. So, well, you know what? I think today was a fun show. It's a good show. I think we're going to end it just a tiny bit early, but tomorrow we're going to have a medium on, and then once we get the medium on, if you feel like this person can talk to the dead, we're going to ask this person some Mandela effect questions with the dead. We're going to find out the truth tomorrow.
Talk to the dead.
We're talking to the dead tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
so everybody, I want to thank everybody for jumping on. It was a kind of a fun, kind of a free show. Kind of nice, you know, and we learned a lot about Tom Cruise. We learned a lot about Patrick Swayze. We learned that who died 3 times or twice? John Travolta. We learned that he drowned. We learned he had a heart attack, and so it was awesome. So, all right, guys, we'll see everybody tomorrow. We're gonna be talking to the dead tomorrow. All right, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
The dead.